Alright, hope you have a PG. Yes, they have a PG. Do they have a second one? Is Varina the one to take the game? That's it. Varina. Let's go. Ah, yeah. Perfect. Hey yo, how's it going everyone? Entropy here today with another video. Today we're going to be doing a dev profile on one of our biggest crossovers yet. I recorded myself saying it was the first crossover, but that's not true. We had Hololive and whatnot. Our first big crossover, giving us a proper list, and that is the OverDress crossover. And for global players, this is the first. For JP players, you have had two at this point. But I really wanted to show off what I have. Honestly, you know, as you can see from the title, hopefully I put in the title, it's a fun deck. It's a fun deck. It's not meant to be competitive. It's meant to celebrate that there's a new generation, and it's great that they translated them and let us play around with it. So I guess let's start off with the deck list and then go straight into a game right after. So name this Victory's OverDress. We're playing obviously with the UU skin. Through the tower events you could exchange for multiple sleeves, so I chose the Trickstar one. Starter, we are playing the Sunrise Egg. Sunrise Egg allows you to mimic the ride chain mechanic in OverDress. So at the start of your ride phase, return a grade 1 from your hand to ride a Reno from your deck, and then with Reno, it says at the beginning of your ride phase, if you have Sunrise Egg in your soul, and then you can return a grade 2 to ride Ryu. And then Ryu does the same thing. If you have Sunrise Egg, return a grade 3 to ride Nirvana. In addition, both the Ryu and the grade 1 Reno says if your Vanguard is Nirvana, and this is in the front row, it gets +2, so it's a 9k beater or an 11k beater. And that's solid, that's solid. And lastly, when you ride into Nirvana, your Sunrise Egg says in the soul, when you ride Nirvana, you can remove this card from your soul and call a Trickstar from outside your deck. So this is how you get your Trickstar. This is how you do your OverDress plays. Unfortunately, unless you're playing Murakumo, you're only limited to one Trickstar through the ride chain, but you can pick them up through Nirvana skill. What Nirvana does is Caramlast 1, discard a card from your hand to call a Trickstar from your drop zone, recycle those Trickstars. Caramlast 1, once per turn, to have all your to have this unit and all your OverDress units get +3k. So if you're going first, your opponent's a 9k Vanguard, this hits 14, you can start bullying. In addition, it also inherits the Persona Ride mechanic, which is where you re-ride the same name Vanguard, right? So when you normal ride the this Vanguard with the same name, then you get to draw a card and gets +5, so it's not as big of a swing as in the TCG, but it's still there. So there's that, and it's SP, so that's really nice. And in addition to the ride chain, we also have Varina, which someone just told me that it was in if you kind of reword the words Nirvana and Varina, they're actually from, you know, they can form the same words, letters. I forgot that name. But anyways, so it overdresses with Trickstar. Rearguard Circle, when this unit attacks Vanguard, if you are in overdress state, Caramlast 1 to retire one of your opponent's grade 1 or greater rear guards. Lets you snipe out, you know, back rows if you're playing this in other clans except Narukami. And in this case, you can actually retire someone, you know, front row intercepts. And then during your turn, if you are in overdress, this unit gets +5k, helps you hit numbers, especially if you're going first. You know, you can start beating up those grade 2 Vanguards. So the reason why we're playing Narukami is simple. We have access to Desert Gunners, and Desert Gunners are really, really big. What they do is basically, there's grade 1, grade 2 variant. Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle, when this is placed, choose one of your opponent's rearguards and it loses intercept. What this means is that it paves the way for Varina to go face, and on attack Vanguard, you get to then retire something efficiently. And also it's just really good to just ignore intercept and just go straight for the face and just go deal some damage. For the grade 1s, we're playing 4 old PGs. Generally, you can play new PGs as well. Old PGs are just safer. There are quite a lot of crit-based Vanguards in this metagame, so you know the deck doesn't really catch up that well, and you know the old PGs give you a little like breather. 3 Deadly Eradicator OA. Even though this is not an Eradicator deck, you can constantly rewrite grade 3s. You still get to Persona Ride, draw a card out of it, get extra power, and so OA kind of synergizes with that. When your grade 3 Vanguard is placed, put this into your soul, retire one of your opponent's front rows, clears the path for more attacks into the face, and is quite solid. And lastly, we play 1 Rising Phoenix. The Rising Phoenix is a favorite. I really like this card in Narukami, especially since the clan doesn't really generate a lot of card advantage. When playing Soul Blast to draw a card, the reason why I'm only playing this at 1, I used to play this at 2 or 3, is because if you Soul Blast the Sunrise Egg, you can't use the skill when you get into grade 3 anymore. In addition, you'll make your whole ride chain dysfunctional because your grade 1s and grade 2s require Sunrise Egg to be in your soul. And so don't use your Rising Phoenix too early. You're just gonna shoot yourself in the foot, and that's no good. So be careful with that. Later in the game, when you ride grade 3 Nirvana already, then you can safely start using the Rising Phoenix. If you find yourself using OA a lot or Persona riding a lot, maybe play 1 more Rising Phoenix, but 1 is more than enough, I think. It's a solid body, and it does what it needs to do. For the grade 2s, in addition to the Riot Chain, Varina, and the Desert Gunner, we're playing 2 Garudas, Counterchargers, and 2 Death Scythe. Both are really good. I personally find that Counterblast, I'm playing a lot of Counterblast heavy units, so the Garuda is fine. The Death Scythe does help, retire when you need that option. Again, you kind of need to end off the game quick with this build. You're trying to deal damage fast. And if not, then you're just gonna get outplayed by Legion decks, which can just outgrind you easily. So, lastly, for grade 3s, we're playing 4 Nirvanas. We're playing 4 Dijin of the Lightning Flash as they heal. Vanguard Rear Circle during your opponent's turn. This gets minus 4k, but it is a 14k beater during your turn. It cannot attack rearwards, but with your Ignore Interceptors, especially Ryan, you can build up a 21k column and hit those nice numbers and just go face. And lastly, we play 4 Vermilions and 1 The Blood. The Vermilion is fine. It helps you kind of like front row wipe if you're behind, if you need to go push for game. Vermilion essentially counts as 3 attacks, getting rid of those intercepts, and then your rear guards with your numbers, if you're in overdress state or whatnot, can then finish off your opponent. And the Blood is just for spice, really. It's kind of less 3, it's really expensive, but I've won games with it. And it's just the extra crit does come in handy sometimes. So there you have it. That's basically the list. Generally speaking, just stick to the ride chain. The deck plays itself out. Make best use of your Desert Gunners. Hit numbers for Varina, retire efficiently, and maybe go for game with a Vermilion or the Blood. So that's basically it. Let me know down below which clan you're playing OverDress with. Some other ideas is Murakumo. I tried that, it just doesn't do enough. We have Kagero, but then you might as well just play Conroe, and then Conroe just kind of beats out the Riot Chain by itself. So that's my personal opinion. I think Narukami is the home for OverDress for now. Maybe down the line when we have future support in G or whatnot, this could change. But for now, this is how I like it. I think this list has been performing well for me. Obviously, I'm not expecting it to have a good win rate against Legion decks, but it does what it needs to do. It gives me a good time, and it's a nice kind of change of pace. So let's go into a game and see how this deck performs. So of course, you can switch into the blackout sleeves or whatnot. But it's really nice to finally see some of these units in Zero. We have these skins for quite a while now. And of course, JP had these events like a couple months before Global, so it's nice to have. One shame is that there aren't really voice lines or anything for the deck. So that's a small shame, but that's okay. That's okay. Really, it's fine. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I think whatever grade 3 we end up picking up, we can just return it and get Nirvana. Persona riding isn't as much of a value play as it is in the TCG. So let's just pass. No much reason to play more than 1 of the grade 1, grade 2 unless you're really afraid of bricking. Maybe play 2 of the grade 2. The 11k attack can be fine, can be solid, and it means that if you damage check it, in your first damage, then you know, yeah, you won't get screwed over. So here we're just gonna use the Reno skill, hit the grade 2. We're just gonna put back Reno. All right, so nothing much we should really do. I think this deck has to really play quite passively in the early game, because again, Narukami doesn't generate a lot of card advantage. The deck itself doesn't generate a lot of card advantage. So you just have to find your chance and seize victory. So here our opponent's playing some crit variant, very interesting with Margot. Blaster Blade Liberator. So Liberators are still, you know, evidently quite popular. It's just a deck that's really accessible. And even with the nerf, it's still quite solid. Alright, so we got the defensive, blocks out that swing. And we're going to use the skill. Sunrise Egg. Remember to put this in the columns, you know, not behind your Vanguard, because you want to overdress with it. And overdress by clicking the button. Don't like retire it, like what I did the first time I played the deck. Alright, we're just gonna use Desert Gunner. Away as bait. Do we want to hit numbers? I think you know, hitting numbers is fine. This is fine. Hit numbers. Vanguard swings. Let's see a trigger, please. No trigger. Oh, trigger for our opponent though. Alright, well, we can still swing rearguard. And our Vanguard can swing and retire that wind goal. Oh, it's not grade 1 or above. Can't snipe big starters. That's not good. I can't read. Alright, let's see Zenith. I had to play too aggressively since we don't have a grade 3 to actually make use of the always, but we don't really have a lot of other rearguard options. We need to start pushing, so. Okay. Blaster Blade doing Blaster Blade things. Alright, 2 swings to the face here for this turn. Vanguard swings first. Can we see a defensive? We do! That's great. Vermilion. Alright, not that good, not that good. Not that good, but we'll take it, we'll take it. You know, defensive is good, perfect. Alright. Don't see a need to rewrite a just yet. I think we can just Desert Gunner. And swing. Alright, let's see a trigger. No trigger. Let's hope our opponent doesn't see a trigger. Ah, they see a trigger. That's fine. We're 21k swings. Alright, we put them to 5. We have 2 PGs. Next turn we can Vermilion and seal the game. Hopefully they don't Garmor. I mean, even if they Garmor, Vermilion just clears it, right? So that's the nice part about Garmor. Vermilion, I guess. So I guess, you know, early game, play more chill, Starting from your grade 3 turn, especially if you're going first, you know, lay down the numbers, you know, even though it's just 3k, it really helps help you hit those numbers and build those damage. So yep, that's what's expected. I'm gonna start banking on those triggers to deal more damage. Ooh, interesting. Are they gonna put it into the soul? Yeah, I gotta get those intercepts in, right? But it doesn't matter because we have Vermilion Spice. Oh, another one. All right, just gotta keep doing it. Just gotta keep Zoron. Zenith into Blaster Blade. Surprised Zenith is a draw trigger. Don't do that. Don't do that. Are they gonna retire anything? Okay, they are. All right, kill the Jin. Personally, I would have retired the Owe. It's a threat. But I guess here, they expected themselves to heal. I don't know. Maybe, and I don't know. I don't know. Personally, I would have killed the Owe. Ooh, the heal, that's big. That's big. Now they attack the rear guard, and the Vermilion plays suboptimal. Alright, interesting. I mean, yeah. This is awkward. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We just Vermilion? I guess we just Vermilion. No use, no use. Let's just Vermilion. Hope we see like a heal trigger or something. Don't want to push. Save those boosters for next turn. Alright, come on. Come on, no trigger, no trigger, no trigger. Alright, good. Alright, we have no intercepts, nothing. They can have 4 swings with their Zenith combo. 1 swing puts us to 5, 3 more swings after, asks for 3 PG, we have that. And then the turn after we Vermilion, hopefully, you know, draw into something, and then hit a trigger, and that makes us have 3 shots to the face, calling for 3 PGs. And they showed 1 already, so hopefully that's it's more than enough. Asking for 3 PG is more than enough. So here they do have the Blaster Blade, so maybe we can only ask for 2 PGs. The balance is still really annoying. Alright, Gantz. The attack pattern's a bit odd. We have the heal, so our opponent might not even ask for the PGs. Alright, I hope they don't see a heal. Alright, yes. Do that. Lowers their odds of seeing a trigger, but they do. That's fine, you know. So we have the PGs to block that. Interesting putting it onto the trumpeter. I don't understand this big brain. All right. Remember, numbers are fundamentals. Just gotta those numbers. Alright, let's Vermilion. Turn into a Vermilion deck profile. It's okay. And we're just gonna go all in. I don't think we've seen an offensive drive trigger yet. But there you go. Heal. That's it. PG goes for game. Please. Solid. Alright, let's maybe go for game 2. See how we go. Maybe go for the rank up match. A little questionable plays from our opponent, so not the best demonstration. Obviously, a little bit of interactiveness would be great. But maybe game 2 could give us that. You know. Gangarin. Anyone play this card? It's like 7k on hit on attack Vanguard +2s. Why don't you just play the 7+3? Yeah. Alright, Tachikaze. Plan event just came out, so that's exciting. A lot of people playing Tachis this morning. Ooh, Sunrise Egg. Alright, let's just put everything back. Honestly, the best thing about this deck is you're not afraid of messing up, because, you know, whatever you mulligan, even if it's a grade 3, even if it's a heal trigger, well, you just put it back. Just get the one you want. Get the one you want. So here we're going second, which is not ideal for this deck, because obviously we're not playing Legion, and Legion decks, you know, man, I guess they prefer going second, so it's a little trade-off. But I think Tachikaze they do play the Break Ride. That's an option. Reno. Alright, so it's just gonna swing. Alright, no trigger check. This card has an errata. It's supposed to say when attack, not when attack hits. So when it attacks a Vanguard, blah blah blah. For your reference. Alright. is this? The filter. The Miru. Heal trigger. A little wasted here, but it's okay. It's okay. Ooh, the brake ride? Yep. Alright, the Jin. I guess we can put back the Death Scythe. So because I set up the OA, I know that I can at least swing with my Varina to face by only needing to require elimination of one of our opponent's intercepts. And so that way I'm comfortable with committing the Desert Gunner and trying to push face earlier. So, nice heal. Didn't expect that. Don't mind that. Of course, if we're playing a Legion deck, that would be amazing because we can then cycle 2 heals back. But take what we get. A heal is big swing. Big swing. No defensive on our opponent's end, so that's a shame. But it's good for us, so can't complain. It goes for the Spinal Driver. Alright, this is the Volcatops. Its power. No triggers at all. Oof. Not a good run for our opponent here. Alright. We have Nirvana. Let me actually put the Vermilion back. Should I put Vermilion back? I think we can put the Vermilion back. And then we can Persona right next turn for Nirvana. Let's use this skill. Nope, we want that actually. This becomes 14. And then this makes the Varina become 17. Hits numbers. Very good. So hopefully let's push to 5 this turn. Oh, all the triggers coming my way. Let's hope it stays that way. Alright, asking for 1 PG. 1 down, 3 to go. Or I mean, they can cycle it back, but for now, 1 down, 3 to go. Alright, going for the break ride, Tyrannoquake. Legion lets you eat up your own friend and get a 5k plus 1 crit. Break ride gives you 10 and a crit. Synergizes well with Legion because you're gonna have to eat up your own friends and then you can Legion them back in. So that's quite nice. Legion. PG, 2 draw triggers, I believe. It's cool. Alright, this is the other Legion. Helps you set up multi-attacks and whatnot, so that's nice. Alright, so it seems like they have a lot of triggers in their hand, which is a shame. So now they're going to swing, put us to 4, and then we can Persona Ride, and hopefully call for game. Actually, no, we'd PG here. Our PG would proc here. So eat the starter, which lets them Superior Call a copy of its of the Vanguard name. So that's the grade 2 or the grade 3. Depending on what they want. Defense for grade 2. I mean, it hits 11k numbers, right? What does it do? Camera lasts 1. Okay. Well, it's just a 9k. Heal helps them hit that 14k number though. So that's nice. So we're gonna PG, play safe, Play safe. Alright, this is the Persona Ride turn. Let's do that. Ooh, Persona Ride into SP. Persona Ride. Let's just draw one card. Should I get the retire off? I mean, I have the... I can just ignore intercept, right? Yeah, don't invoke. Just gonna swing. Hope they don't see a defensive. Alright, hope you have a PG. Yes, they have a PG. Do they have a second one? Is Varina the one to take the game? That's it. Varina. Let's go. Ah, yeah. Perfect. So, not too shabby, eh? Not too shabby. Works fine. And ranking up in no time. So, of course, again, this is not representative of how it usually goes. It's much more of a mix-up. Again, you don't generate enough advantage to actually catch up with a lot of competitive decks. For the gold player, lots of questionable plays. For the Tachi player, seems like it's an incomplete deck. And also it's day one, so not a lot of practice. But it is what it is. I demonstrated that the deck is functionable, at the very least. And, you know, it's quite nice to just be able to overdress and see those units in game. So that's basically it for my overdress deck profile. Again, let me know down below what you think. If you like the video, be sure to like it, help me out, subscribe if you haven't already. More than 50% of you are not subscribed, so please help me out and enjoy quality content. So I guess that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Bye.